Starlings. Welcome to my sector of the universe. This is Jess from Capella Wellness, here to help you step into your truth and start into your power. For those of you who never been here before, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me for the first time. For those of you who are returning, thank you for coming back to watch another one of my videos. If you have been returning and you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and take the time out to subscribe to this channel. Hit the notification bell so you know when I upload new content and to support my work. If I didn't say that already, it doesn't matter. Anyway, and to my Capella members, thank you guys for your membership, for your love, your loyalty, and your support. I love each and every one of you. If you're interested, I do offer personal readings, a whole bunch of them. I do birth charts, I do compatibility charts, I do twin flame readings, coaching, all that type of stuff. If you want to check out that stuff, look at the description box below and click on the link for the Capella Service Suite. Or you can check out my Capella memberships. I'll talk more about it at the end of the video. If you're interested in participating it's not participating, it's subscribing to a membership where you get a whole bunch of bonus content. You get access to my free mobile app and you get to meet some amazing people in my members only lives. All right. And lastly, I hope you guys have a fantastic week. With that being said, let's get into your reading. Hey there, Capricorn. Welcome to your reading. How are you? I hope you are well. I know I missed your reading from last week, but stuff was going on, and when I tried to record it, my guide said, don't do it, Jess, and I listened to what they have to say. There's a reason for everything, so I'm starting off with yours for this week, and it's almost your birthday month, Capricorn, so get ready for that. So what we're going to do here at Cappies is we're going to see what you need to focus on, what you need to avoid for your spiritual growth, because that is what this is about. We're then going to get guidance from Spirit on how to best navigate these energies. And we're going to get a little bit of a bonus here at the end, along with your wellness tip. And we're going to look into what is going on with the full moon in Gemini. It occurs at 16 degrees for Gemini, so check to see where 16 degrees of Gemini is in your chart. It's also going to be conjuncting Mars, which is also retrograde in Gemini. So this is going to be a big one, along with an occultation of Mars and something with the Sun and Uranus. I just went blank. Anyway, we're going to look into the full moon in Gemini at the end, okay? There's also going to be an extended for this. So we'll talk about what's going to be in the extended reading for this if it resonates with you at the end of the reading. All right, Capricorn. Right out the gate, we have the Ten of Swords. Okay, Cappies. Now, as you know, I get different groups here. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't for somebody else who's watching. Just keep your unhealthy ego off the door. Make sure you're honest with yourself in your situation, okay? So, because this is not telling you to focus on the pain and the suffering, it's you to take the swords out on your own. There's something that is really weighing heavy on you. You could be going through a divorce. You could be, maybe you suddenly lost your job. You got fired all out of nowhere, or somebody really betrayed you very badly, backstabbing here. Okay. We don't want to be in these energies, especially not during the holidays. Okay. So if you're feeling this energy, Capricorn, you need to release this, okay? You cannot blame anyone for your pain and your suffering. You can't. You just can't. It's hard for some of us to do, for most people to do, but you have to kind of really look at the situation here. Somebody's got to be accountable for something. If you have been seeing people, or you've been dealing with individuals who continuously betray you, who are continuously putting all this like pain and suffering into your life, if they're like making life miserable for you, then why did you lead it to the Ten of Swords? Because usually for me, when you get to the Ten of Swords, when it talks about people, okay, when it talks about people, sometimes it gets to this point, like, how can it get any worse? It could very well be because you continued to give your power away. You put yourself in the corner. You looked at yourself as a victim. You are not a victim, Capricorn. You are a victor. All right. You have to learn how to take your power back, because you are going to continue to run yourself into this never-ending cycle Tens are about endings and beginnings, but what I'm getting for some of you is that this continues, it's perpetuating. All right, so this is not really conducive to your well-being. So you're going to have to do something about it. Get back up and head the other direction. All right, this is no way for you. There's no need for this, to be quite honest with you, Cappies. You know better. If you know people continuously hurt you, why are you allowing it to happen? It's like there's a codependency here. I'm seeing like Two of Cups in the reverse, or there's something here where it's like you're hoping for something to happen, and it ends up occurring into just a very, very, it turns into a really bad situation. Okay. It gets worse and it gets worse and it gets worse. When I look at the Ten of Swords, this is some of us not learning our lessons. Lesson after lesson after lesson, and it keeps repeating and it keeps repeating until it can go on no more. It's like you cannot deal with this energy anymore, but you've got to look at it in a different light. What are you going to do about the situation to get you out of this Ten of Swords, Capricorn? It's time to pick yourself up from off the floor. Nobody's going to save you. And if you're expecting God to do that, God's waiting for you to stand up, because you have way more courage and confidence to get back up. This is not the end of the world, Capricorn. God wants you to meet him halfway. Okay? You can say all the prayers you want. You can do all the meditations you want, everything. But if you are not doing anything about it, you are dead in the snow, then don't expect for this to end. You've got to pull the swords out. You have to break this cycle of this. You have to end the pain and suffering. You are the one responsible. There's no saving grace with this unless you do something about it, and then God will step in and start working those miracles. He will start to help you with the healing. But you've got to do something about this. Maybe there's a sudden breakup or something that occurred with you and a person. Well, this is hurting a lot, Capricorn. Oh, I just heard. Oh boy. Okay, this is not for everybody. I just heard from somebody here. Somebody was literally stabbed to death, perhaps. Maybe stabbed in the heart. Stabbed somewhere. For somebody here, this is a literal stabbing. And because this can mean death. There's a death here for somebody. Do not freak out, people, please. I'm talking to the person, whoever this is for, where this has already happened. There was something that was really destructive. Like you hit rock bottom, or something happened here where somebody was literally died. Could even be a car crash, but I'm getting more of like a stabbing or something went wrong here. Okay, so for whoever needs to hear this, this too shall pass. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. Okay, the worst will come to an end. There will be a breakthrough because we have the Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Some of you maybe, if this is you, whoever this is for, okay, this is not for everybody, but I need to address this person because this is very important for them to hear. Ask God to give you that strength. You may have thought you had the strength before to deal with a lot of difficulties in life. These are serious hardships right here. But apparently whatever just happened to you, Capricorn, it is beyond anything that you could have ever imagined, anything that you could have ever felt. It hit you very hard to the point where it knocked you to the ground. Okay, so what God wants you to do, I'm hearing meditation. I'm hearing for you to see the light at the end of the tunnel, that there is a silver lining in this, as hard as this may be to hear. Because God is here. It's the Ace. This is very piercing for somebody. God wants you to clear your mind, to get clarity of thought, because there's a solution to this pain and suffering. Some of you have the mentality of victim energy. Why do bad things keep happening to me? What I'm getting for whoever this is, you are going to be an example for somebody on how even through the toughest of times, even if there was like somebody died very tragically, okay? You are going to be an example of God's power, of God's strength. Okay, this is not easy for you. Now, you don't have to apply this to the death here because I'm talking to one person. Okay, as Capricorn, apply it to how it is in your situation. All right, whatever this tragedy is, you are going to overcome this, because this is the last time you're going to ever experience something like this, as long as you keep yourself mentally strong. You keep getting up off the floor. Life knocks us down, but we got to get back up. It hurts, it's destructive, but it builds character. It builds resilience. It builds that strength, and we get that strength from God, okay? The ace is here to help you out of the situation. However, you've got to break away from this pain and just pray and meditate. Just breathe. I'm hearing that Backstreet Boys song called Breathe, okay? You need to breathe. Someone may be overdoing it with something for the holidays. I just got that too. You're stressed out to the max that it's like you have no energy. You're depleted. You're completely running on empty. And this is telling you, you've got to do something about those energies, because this is so low, Capricorn. You have to take care of yourself. You've got to find a solution, and the solution is there, but you need to get to center. You need to meditate. You need to do some yoga. You need to take a break here. This is overkill at your job with the holiday decorations, or preparing for people to move in, people preparing for people to visit, maybe. Or you're going through a very strenuous time. Okay? This is all you, Capricorn. All right, I've got some wellness dice here. I'm excited to use about it. That's why I do wellness stuff in my readings. Okay, I'm not trying to be foretelling. I say this quite often. I'm here to help with this, but you have to help me help you by following the guidance. And of course, you have free will. I can't force you to do anything. But if you're looking for guidance, here it is. This may be challenging here for you to uphold, but God is there for you. But you've got to do something about it. And if you are overdoing it with something, you need to kill that. You need to stop. All right? You got to stop. There's something about somebody feeling like a failure. You're not a failure. If this is for somebody who's thinking that they failed at something, they tried and tried and tried and they failed, you did not fail. Okay? You didn't. It had to come to this point for God to bring you a completely new beginning, a fresh new start. As challenging as this is, there's a breakthrough coming here. But again, you've got to be resilient. You gotta get yourself up off the floor. Because this change, this new beginning is here, wiping the slate clean. Start over. You have the end and you have the beginning, okay? For the others of you, the worst is over. Whatever struggles, whatever stress you've been dealing with, whatever hardships and tragedies and difficulties and just a hard knock life you've been living, you've pushed through this. It may have sucked out all your energy, but you got back up. And you said, I know this is the end of this. There is always something new that comes from something that ends. With all endings bring new beginnings. There's an awakening here. Awakening to the fact that, okay, God, I had to go through this to learn some very valuable, serious lessons. And that whatever pain that I've gone through, whatever you've hit rock bottom, the only way is up. That's it. You cannot go any further. You're not going to go down to the earth's core. If you go down to the earth's core, that's because you allow yourself to stay in this. Okay? The only way is up. Okay? You can't go any further unless you allow yourself to get even further than this. And this gets destructive in all senses of the word. Okay? So those of you who are overcoming this complete destruction, like the ruins, you're in the ruins or something, there's a breakthrough here. But you've got to believe that this is happening, that this is possible. It's been a challenge for sure, Capricorn, but you're going to come out on top. God sees this. He does. It's not like he's sitting there just like, the devil likes to see us in the Ten of Swords. Okay, this is going to be kind of weird. It gets him off, but that's what they wanted me to say. The devil, he revels in this. He like dances, and I'm seeing some crazy shit going on with the devil. He gets all super happy, and you know what? Ten of Swords gives the devil more power. The more pain and suffering and the old wounds festering here, and you don't do anything about it, you don't release it, it gives power to the devil. Not only are you giving power to other people, you are giving power to dark energy. Pull yourself out. Like I say, pull the swords out. God's waiting for you to cut this energy out with the sword. All right? But there's something here that you will have this breakthrough. You will get some sort of solution, some brilliant idea when you raise your vibration from this energy. Okay? I feel like some of you are just, it could be for some a holiday thing. You are stressed to the max. Somebody's overdoing it. Whatever it is that, whoever this is for with the overdoing, okay? You're overdoing it to the point you hit rock bottom. The only way is up. But again, you have to really reevaluate what it is that you're doing. You've got to balance out your life, because whatever you're doing, Capricorn, it's depleting your energy spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally, to the point you can't move. You can't sleep. There's like somebody about not being able to sleep here, and you're dead tired. You're dead tired. God may have already given you the idea, or God gave you some sort of blessing, some sort of, hey, here's a way out of this. Take the sword. God sent somebody to give you a solution, is what I just heard, okay? So, but it's up to you to take what God is giving you, Capricorn. Let's see what you need to avoid. What does Capricorn need to avoid? Holy Spirit, Archangels, Galactic Fails, Brilliant Syrians, please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. I have to see, if you guys can't hear O Tannenbaum's playing my acoustic guitar Christmas music, I'm going to have to play this back to see if it's loud enough. I don't want it to be too little or too loud where it drowns out my voice. Let's see what you need to avoid. What does Capricorn need to avoid, Holy Spirit? Oh my Lord Jesus. Okay, Cappy. You've had enough. This is too much. Did you see all the cards that fell out? Let me push them over. Pretty sure you saw me shuffling. Look what came out. 10 of Cups. I knew there was a family thing going on. Look. Because this flipped out first, some of you, it's overkill for the holidays with the family. I don't know, maybe you're caroling too much, or you're preparing to do some sort of, it's like a get-together, or playing music, or a party, or I don't know. I'm seeing like what I used to do growing up, parrandas, you know, it's the Hispanic version of Christmas caroling, or a Puerto Rican version of it. But It's another 10. All right. For some of you, this is family stuff. There's disharmony in the family. Maybe somebody's here is contemplating divorce, or somebody just got served divorce papers. Okay? And maybe this is overtaking your brain. Because that just came to me, because I believe there was a divorce there. I said about that, either you're contemplating it or you're going through it. It's like you're done. You can't do it anymore. Take it to God, right? Or God gave you some communication, like the Ace of Swords. It gave you like a clear idea, a breakthrough, where how you can get out of this. But if you're overdoing it for the holidays, Capricorn, this is for some of you, not all of you, you really need to think about what you're doing. Is your health more important than the family? I mean, let me say that again. There's something about somebody's putting family first and not themselves. Well, you guys are awesome with family stuff, Capricorn. How are you going to help anybody? How are you going to help yourself if you are 10 of Swords? There is such a thing as healthy selfishness. I've said this often in your readings. There's a disconnected family here. It's not harmonious. There's an issue in the marriage. There's an issue in the family. There's a huge imbalance in the family unit. There's a false sense of security. You think that you feel okay or you feel happy. I also feel like this is a false sense of happiness. You think you're happy in the family or in the marriage, but you really aren't. Are you going to continue for this to happen? Something's got to give, Capricorn. Now, I'm not going to be the one to tell you to get divorced if you're having marital issues or family issues or something. I only can say that because God told me to do it. And I'm the most peaceful I've ever been in my life. I'm the most harmonious and emotionally stable. Not that I was really emotionally unstable, but the idyllic peace, which is 10 of Cups that I have in my life, is completely divine. I've never experienced anything like this in my life. And yeah, I did decide to get to a divorce, but I took it to God. He specifically told me to do it. Now, people will say, well, how could you do that? Because if you got married by the church and blah, 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 blah. Listen, I follow God, and I know what he was telling me to do, because I did not marry my divine counterpart, my kingdom spouse. This is a divine relationship ordained by God. That's why it was not harmonious. That's why everyone wasn't like this happy-go-lucky, blissful family. It was there was a lot going on. For some of you, this is what's going on. So there's something that you need to pray to God about, but you've got to really get back to center so you can hear what God's trying to tell you to make a decision with the Ace of Swords. Okay? So for some, this is marriage, this is family issues. The others of you, this is overdoing it for the holidays because of family. I said something about family coming over. I said moving into family, but that could be that. But, you know, family stuff. And that's the one that came out. For the others of you, where the breakthrough is coming, you're going from 10 of Swords straight to the 10 of Cups. You know how much of a massive jump that is? You made room for happily ever after to come into your life. The other cards are the Chariot. This is Cancer energy. The 7 of Cups. The Moon. This is Pisces Cancer. So if you got Cancer twice. The Lovers. You may have strong Cancer in your chart. Ace of Wands. Oh, Lovers is Gemini. Look what's next to it. I'm getting full moon in Gemini. Something with the full moon in Gemini may be pushing you out of this. Another ace. Ace of Wands and the 4 of Swords. Rest. You are burnt out. It's time for self-care. It's exactly what I said. You need to focus on your health, your mental health, your physical health, your spiritual, emotional, all of the above. Take a break. Take a vacation. Take a staycation. You need to do something for you, Cappies. There's no shame in this, okay? Some of you are staying silent. It's like you're not delegating. Maybe with whatever it's going on in the family, maybe you're the only one who's doing everything for the holidays, or I don't know what's going on here. You're the only one doing everything in the house, in the marriage, in the home, and you don't get a break. You need to do yourself a favor and take the break on yourself. And you also need to tell other people, hey, I need a timeout, everybody. Leave me alone for an hour, 2 hours. Leave me alone for a day. I don't know if you can do that, but go take a trip. Go have fun somewhere. Go to the beach. Go hiking. Go wherever. Be one with nature. Be one with God. He's out in nature, okay? If it's cold where you are, don't say, well, it's too cold outside. Let me tell you, when it was like 25 degrees when I used to live in Maryland, I was like, oh man, I don't want to go out there. It's cold. I would take my son and we'd go and brave the cold. Now, pretty sure it would be funny because there was one year it was too cold and the wind was nasty. And we literally froze it. My hands, and we went out to get ice cream too. I didn't have gloves on. I had to sit in the car for 30 minutes because I couldn't drive. Because my hands were like nearly frozen and they were turning purple. That's how bad it was. But we still walked out there in the snow, in the cold, whatever it was. Okay, that's for somebody here. Even if you're not in the cold, take a break. Take a vacation. Focus on self-care. Meditation. I said meditation so you get clarity of thought. There's the Ace of Swords right there. Pray. Pray. But listen to what God tells you when you're praying. If God says for you to do something, listen to what God is telling you. It may be a challenge for you to do it, but it's time for you to do it because you are completely burned out. Some of you, you're overexpending your energies on things that have nothing to do with your well-being, with your health, none of that. This is lack of inspiration. You need to redirect your energy. There's no spark. There's no excitement. Okay, I have to say this for somebody. This is a phallic card. The Ace of Wands is passionate sex for me too, okay? So there's no passion in the bedroom either. There's just no excitement. There's nothing magical going on. I look at it as the magic wand. I just heard 24 karat magic in the air. That might be a synchronicity for somebody here, by the song by Bruno Mars. There's also something about you're in an inauthentic relationship here and you know it. It's not divine. If there's a lot of this Ten of Swords in your marriage, in the family, and it doesn't have to be marriage, guys, or just in a relationship, okay? If it's not peaceful, if everyone's not working together and it's harmonious, it's not divine. That's why when God told me to get divorced, he said, Jess, this is not your divine counterpart. If you're not having this most of the time in your life, now I'm saying you do have challenges in marriages and relationships, right? However, if it's not 10 of Cups, it's not divine love, okay? There's no spark. There's no passion. It's dead. It's just blah. It's boring. God wants us to have a little bit of fun too, okay? He does. But there's something about the fire went out. Oops, my bad. The fire went out. It's done. Psh. Finito. We got all these majors. Look at this. Some of you may be dealing with a Cancer. Okay? If somebody here is dealing with a Cancer for sure, because it's here twice. All right. Or you have strong Cancer in your chart, and this has to do with motherly energy. Why? Some of you are overdoing it for the holidays, for family, for whatever. It could be just your family or overdoing it because family's coming over. I don't know what this is, but I'm getting that very strongly because it is the holiday season. All right? Shoot, you can even be celebrating, Hanukkah and stuff like that. And there's some sort of overkill with that, overdoing it. You don't need to do that, all right? Whatever holiday you're celebrating, you're overdoing it because it's like trying to impress family, maybe. And you're working and you're overdoing it in the home with your own family and trying to prepare for whatever this is. Let me tell you, if I'm coming over to your house, I don't care. Like, I'm just there to be with you. I'm just there to have a good time. I'm not looking at what the house looks like or what's going on there. It's just like, as long as we're having like a fun time, that's all that matters. Everything doesn't have to be prim and proper is what I just heard. So there could be strong water in your chart for some of you. I mean, Cancer, because of the motherly nature, you may have Cancer moon. Okay. Or Cancer rising. I don't know. There's Cancer or something. There's strong Cancer in this. Okay, so this is suppressing your emotions. Some of you are not saying something to people. You're keeping it all in. You're staying silent. There's something about being afraid to speak the truth. Like, God's telling you to take action and you're a little bit hesitant to take action. Because you may be like, you're confused. What do I do? What choice do I make? What am I supposed to do? Some of you are listening outside of yourself. There's other people, social media, whatever the heck you're reading that is causing you to confuse yourself. Oh my God, if I pick the Ace of Cups, if I pick the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Swords, am I going to end up am I going to fail? Is this going to be the end of me? Am I going to be out in the street? Am I going to be, I'm hearing a dungeon in a cell. I don't know where that came from. Some of you are getting confused. Because you're afraid to make a decision. There's something about escapism. You're avoiding the situation here. Cancer. I'm sorry, Capricorn. See what I mean? Hold on. I'm getting so many messages. Oh my God. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. Confusion. Clouded judgment. Non-clarity of thought. You're unable to make a decision because there's too many decisions in front of you. Because other people, other things, social media, the internet, or your family, they're putting other things in your face. Let me tell you something. If you're confused, if you have clouded judgment, that's not God's energy. That's dark energy that's trying to confuse you. God does not confuse. He does not instill fear. None of that. There's no nebulousness with Ace of Swords, with clarity, with what God wants for you. So, you know what choice to make, Capricorn. But you're scared shitless. You are fearful beyond belief about making that decision. When you know what it is you need to do, what you need to stop doing, what you need to start doing, it's going for it. You need to trust in what God is handing to you. It's a fresh new start. It's a new opportunity. It's going to be better because if it's this, it can't get any worse. So you need to make it better. Okay? But it starts with you. It starts with you taking action and stop hesitating. Stop laying dormant here. But you've got to take it easy. You've got to learn how to meditate. If you don't do it already, you got to do some more yoga, whatever this is. Again, take a break. Take it easy because there's no energy here. There's a huge lack of energy. You can't manifest. You can't attract abundance when you are this depleted. You're very intuitive, guys. You know what decision you need to make. Stop listening to the outside world. Trust in what your heart's telling you. Trust your intuition. You're pushing your intuition away. You're actually afraid of your intuition, as weird as that sounds. There's a block here. You think there's an obstacle in your way. The path is clear for you to move forward, for you to start something new. This is also following your passions. What is it that you really, really like to do, Capricorn? What do you get excited about? What lights you up? What gets you going in the morning? Do more of that. Whatever it is that you're doing, it's not getting you up in the morning. Because some of you, I talked about sleepless nights, you're like, you feel dead when you wake up. It's like, oh, I see somebody just dragging themselves out, and it's like, oh my God, I can't believe it's another day. How am I going to get the hell out of bed? That's not how God wants you to live, Capricorn. Okay? You need to follow your divine guidance, and you need to take some sort of action. There's something about travel here. Family's traveling to see you. You're traveling to see family, whatever this is. I'm hearing parties and celebrations or whatever. This could literally mean for somebody, you need to relocate. You need to literally move. Or again, travel, vacation. Or maybe you're stressing out about a trip. Okay? Family trip. Either way, that Ten of Swords has got to go. Because I'm feeling this is the majority of you. There's a smaller group of you where you're overcoming this very difficult time in life. And you're jumping to the Ten of Cups. For those of you who stuck it out through this Ten of Swords, you've already hit the worst of the worst. This is something about how can it get any worse? You may have lost everything. You may have sacrificed practically everything. And it's like, holy shit, man. This was hard. That is difficult shit. But you came out on top. And you remained happy. You kept a high vibration even through the storm. I'm hearing like a winter storm here. You followed your divine guidance. You trusted your intuition. You didn't get caught up in the materialistic world again. You didn't listen to what everybody else was telling you. You were like, is this the path I'm supposed to be on? Why did I have to go through this? God is leading you to a much better place, a much better position. It could even be literally you're moving to some place that's better for you. All right, there's a whole bunch of things here. But there's a lot of fear with regards to the unknown, uncertainties. I don't know what's ahead. You're going through that tunnel and you can't see the light, but the light's always going to be there because after the dark, what is it called? It's always darkest before the dawn. Whoever said that, thank you. This is a dark night of the soul, guys. This is heavy. But there is a way out. God is the way out. Some of you already know what you need to be doing. You're hesitating on taking action right here. You're hesitating on following your divine guidance, on doing something different. This is having the willpower and fortitude to just move forward. The I think I can card. This is my Thomas the Train card, even though Thomas the Train is not the little engine that could, but I like to say that because they always want me to say it that way. You can go the distance with this. God is always going to lead the way. He's always going to put you where you need to be. You've got to trust. This is also taking control of your life. Balancing your masculine and feminine. Staying focused on your path. Because even if it may seem like a roller coaster, you got to stay on it. Because again, it builds you up quite significantly. And people get completely surprised when your whole world comes crashing down and you hit rock bottom and everybody sees you. Oh my God, you're still happy? You're still enjoying life? You know how huge that is for someone to accomplish something like that? Those people inspire others. Because if you know my story, if you've been watching me, you know my story, and it's like, look, I'm still doing this. I've been through this. That was 2 months ago. Boy, was that hard as all hell. I've never been through something like that in my entire life. Where it was just like, what just happened to my life? But I know the reason for that. And I knew that God was like, this is part of your path, Jess. And I remember when I drove from Virginia to Florida, you have no idea how many sevens I saw. 77, 777. I even saw 7777 a billion times. There was even a phone number where I was all sevens. I swear to you, if I wasn't driving, I would have taken pictures. even on license plates. You name it. I saw it everywhere. And I was like, I can't believe this is going on, God. But God was reassuring me. 7 again. God, sit. Oh, hold on. There's another 7 here. 7, 7. Shit. You see what I mean? It's right here, guys. If you see 7, 7 or a lot of 7s, you are on the right path, no matter how much it hurts. Because if you can get through this, this is what you will end up running into. This 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups is where God is leading you towards. But you've got to go through the gauntlet. You've got to go through all that shit because He's preparing you to make room for all this stuff right here. 10 of Cups is amazing energy. It's emotional fulfillment. It's material bliss, emotional bliss. It's having it all. Being like, it's the happily ever after. It's the storybook ending. But you've got to have the willpower and the fortitude to get through this. Because God is leading the way no matter how challenging it is. You've got to push through. I forgot about this card. There's something about a Gemini in here too. This may be significant for you. Or you have strong Gemini in your chart. But like I said, because the Moon card was next to the Lovers, there's something changing with this full moon into Gemini, or like God is going to kind of push you to make a decision. Because this tells me with marriages and relationships, some of you, it can be friendships too, some of you are enabling poor behavior. You are in authentic relationships. You don't have the same morals. You don't have the same values. You don't have the same goals in life. This is a mission-oriented type of relationship. This is twin flame energy. It's divine counterpart energy. You're here to have a mission with this person. This is divine union. Okay? It's a deep soul connection. There are trust issues here. Some of you have trust issues with your person, or your person has trust issues with you. Or maybe it's in the past. If you've got trust issues, Capricorn, you got to work through this. It's like you have a fear you can't trust someone or something. That's why you're all confused. What do I do? This is also like trusting your own inner guidance here. Trusting yourself for some of you. So, I mean, this is disharmony for sure. It is not harmonious, and you know it. God wants you to have the higher love. This is what this is, and that's what the 10 of Cups is. You have misaligned values with someone. There's a huge imbalance here in the marriage and in the family, in the relationship and in the family home. You two are not connected. There's a huge disconnect, but for some of you, there's a huge disconnect between you and God. Or this pain that's going on, it's pulling you away from God. This overkill, it's pulling you away from God. God does not bring us to 10 of Swords. We do that to ourselves, especially if we continue to put ourselves in the victim energy. There's somebody here who's forcing a relationship to happen. Maybe you're forcing a union to happen. Marriage, maybe. Somebody to confess their feelings to you, something like that. You cannot force that. If you guys are still not aligned, you haven't achieved union with self yet. You are not 10 of Cups. Even through the shit, you are not ready for union. You cannot have any pain and suffering in your heart space. If you want divine union with your person, Capricorn, you just can't. That's not divine energy right there. It gets to a place where you get to that and you move to this type of energy with the 10 of Cups. But you won't have that deep soul connection with someone, a divine union with someone, if you are with somebody who's not close to God either, who hasn't done their emotional healing. There's a lot of emotional healing that some of you still need to do. Okay. Oh my goodness. I haven't even gotten to the bottom of the deck. justice. Some of you are seeking justice. Well, this person screwed me over, they backstabbed me, they betrayed me. What it could be job, could be marriage, whatever that is. This person keeps fucking up things. I want justice. I want justice to be brought to this person. It's like they got to get their karma. If you are saying that, Capricorn, you are coming from a very distorted place. A true divine feminine or divine anything wouldn't be going out there. That person's gonna get their, they better get their karma. I better get like justice because, you know, whatever. I'm the nice one, not the naughty one. There's something here about vindication. Let me tell you something. You want justice for something because somebody did you wrong? What is that really gonna do for you if you haven't healed from it on your own? It's like some of you want justice from like the court system or legal system or something like that. Maybe this is a court thing for somebody. But look, you need to be looking to God for this because God is the one who makes things fair. He's the one who brings justice to a situation. Man doesn't do this. Yes, we have legal systems and all these things like that, but guess what? God is the one who makes the final call with judgments and who's going to get what. Because God is the one who oversees this. I'm going back to the person who's here who got, somebody was killed. They were murdered, literally stabbed. Okay, either stabbed to death or it was a stabbing. I heard the heart thing. And you're pissed off. You want justice. There's something with the family here. I don't know if the family caused this or something, or you're not getting family support, but it's like, I'm hearing it's not right. That wasn't supposed to happen, something like that. You want justice to be served. Go to God for this, Capricorn. This is understanding that truth that God's the one who's going to make things right. Now, the others of you, this is doing the right thing for you. This is being you in your integrity. Standing up for yourself, speaking your truth. There's a huge imbalance here. There's imbalance all over the place, Caps. There's something about Christmas lists for some of you. You're wondering if it's fair to give a kid a gift if they've been bad all year. I don't know. Somebody's thinking about getting the kid coal. I don't know where that came from. But I channel what I hear, okay? So there's something with that. But this could be for somebody specific with the Christmas list for your kids or something like that. You may be blaming other people for your misgivings and for your pain and suffering. I said you can't do that. This is plain victimization right here. Some of you are not learning your karmic lessons. What did I say? You have lesson after lesson after lesson, and now it's hit you right where it hurts. This is karmic lessons. You're avoiding the karmic lessons. You need to be in your integrity. There's a cause and effect here. Because some of you have caused the 10 of Swords for yourself. And this is no judgment whatsoever. This is what I am channeling, and I only speak truth. Okay? Especially if you've been dealing with somebody, you know you're not in an authentic relationship. There's no God in it. There's no harmony in it. There's no, you have misaligned values, and you're allowing this person to continuously like run you over. And you're blaming them because you're stressed out, because you've overdone it. You are dead in the water. You are depleted. You have a choice to live a healthy life or not, Capricorn. It all depends on you. The whole victim shit has got to go. It's got to go. You continuously give your power away to people who make you feel like that. You need to be accountable for your actions, cause and effect. Yes, there are other people involved, but think about this here, Capricorn. There's karma here that needs to be paid. And for the person with the literal death here, maybe you're blaming God, but you gotta stop blaming. God will do what is right. Okay? You gotta trust in that. It's kind of like something happened to somebody who was very nice or who was trying to better their lives or something. And you're saying it's not fair. I'm here again, like, why do good people go through this? As I said, if you're going through some serious shit here, Capricorn, you're going to be an example for others on how to push through. There's a purpose in your pain, Capricorn. There always is. Trust me. And when I went through my very serious hardships, I started to really realize that I was way stronger than I ever thought possible. And every time I was always going to God. I kept my eyes on God. This is you keeping your eyes on God, Capricorn. God is everything. And God gets you through these difficult times all the time. He knows this is happening for some of you, okay? He knows this. He's wanting you to go to him no matter what. Don't just go to church and pray and thanking God. Oh, thank you, God, I have all this stuff and this life or whatever. And then people tend to turn away from God sometimes when the going gets rough. And then they start blaming God. And then they start questioning God. Like, why am I going through this? There's a purpose. And God, I know God said to me, Jess, you are stronger than what you realize. And I was. And God was preparing me for when that happened. And I did everything in my power through the grace of God to maintain 10 of Cups. Idyllic peace. Peace is something that people don't really pray about, that they don't ask for. It's relationships, it's money, it's love, whatever. Does anybody really ask for peace? Every single freaking morning I ask God for strength, for augmenting my faith, my trust in him, to trust in his plan, to trust in his timing, and to bring me peace in my life. And when I'm not there, to help him bring me back to it. And I have to do my part to get there. But God is always first and foremost. Now, there's something else that they just told me. For the person where there's a breakthrough here, you're going from the 10 of Swords to the 10 of Cups. There's divine union here that is happening on or around the full moon in Gemini. Something, you could be getting communication around that time, because Gemini is communication. It's right here. Somebody is deciding to move towards you, to move forward with this connection, because they know what this connection is. They're following and trusting their intuition. They're no longer fearful. They're releasing the pain and the anxiety and the fear of coming towards you, because they're taking action. They're going for it. There's also an engagement here because somebody wants to get married to you, because there's also marriage. They want to blend families. They want to start a family with you. You don't have a family of your own yet, like kids. They're no longer procrastinating. And those of you who are procrastinating on something, this is time for you to take action. But there is somebody here who is coming out of hibernation. They're no longer going to be silent. They're going to take action. After taking non-action for a while, they're following through with this union. They're going to come forward. They may literally be traveling to see you. Action, action, action. Choosing love above all things. The higher love, guys, is what we should be choosing above all things. This is also choosing ourselves. Choosing what is right for our highest good. What is best for our highest good. Your person is doing this. So this full moon in Gemini is kick-starting this union here. Could very well be by Christmas too, because full moon obviously in Gemini is before that. Somebody's coming in to speak their truth here. Here's Libra energy too. Someone's no longer suppressing their emotions or hiding their true feelings. They're going to speak their truth about it. Because they're realizing that the karma that needs to finally be paid off is dependent on this person speaking their truth. They can't hide anymore. There's some secrets there. And they need to reveal. Okay, so there's going to be some revealing of secrets here. Around this full moon in Gemini, but that's for some of you, not for all of you. All right, what else do you want Capricorn to know about this situation, Holy Spirit? Please and thank you. Oh my God, guys, I'm wearing this shirt. Hold on a second. I can't believe this. Hold on. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. I have to turn the... Give me a minute. They're telling me to do this for a reason. I wore this on the live and they told me to wear it again. Let me see if you can see it. I don't know. I can't see myself. Where's my shirt? That there is an RV. If you saw me on the live Saturday, it's the shirt I wore. This is some crazy shit. Oh, you seeing my room? Don't mind that. Now you know where I sleep. Anyway, I should have moved the camera before I got out of the way. There's a synchronicity right there. This is my National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation deck that I got at they didn't have the ice event at the Gaylord. This is when I was living in Maryland, and they showed different parts of the National Lampoon's movie in different Christmas movies. I forgot what it was called, but they had gifts and stuff for this movie, and I saw these deck of cards and I said I have to get them to use them for my Christmas readings. Anyway, I'm wearing the frickin' shirt. The shitter's full, no vacancy. You see when I'm talking about the depletion of energies? No, there's no room for anything. There's no room for anything, Capricorn. This is the Ace of Diamonds. It's the Ace of Pentacles. This could even be, I don't know, getting in an RV, living in an RV. I don't know, deciding to live in an RV, traveling the world or the country. I don't know if you can travel the world in an RV. You would need a boat. But anyway, the shitter is full. Capricorn. There's no room for anything. With the Ace of Pentacles, this is a fresh start. God is giving you an opportunity to have abundance, to have stability and security, especially financially, to have a better life. This is growth here, all right? You got to start planting the seeds that are going to grow fruit and vegetables, not weeds, Capricorn. For those of you where this union's coming in, you're going to live a completely new life with this person. And it's coming with money, a house, a new home, a new car, engagement ring, a baby, new everything for those of you who've overcome the Ten of Swords. It's cold. I talked about it's cold for some of you where you are. This is before he goes riding on that crazy sled with the kitchen varnish, I believe he said in the movie. This is the Seven of Clubs. It's the Seven of Wands. This is my Tom Petty card. There we go. Thomas the Train and Tom in here. There it is. He keeps popping up in my readings. And I know why that is. But the Seven of Wands is not backing down. This is your life. Don't worry about being attacked by people trying to pull you down to put you where they are, which is low vibrational energy. Don't do that, Capricorn. This is you to fight what is right for you. This is igniting your personal power. You gotta stop listening to the outside world. You're being tested to see if you're going to stand up for yourself, and if you're going to say, you know what, I am going to move forward with this. This is my life. I need to do what is right for me. This is also for those of you, you persevered even when the shit hit the fan, even when it hurt so bad and there was just this horrible difficulty. It's like almost like a near tragic thing that happened to you. But you stood your ground and you persevered. You kept going. Those of you who've gone through some very difficult times and you maintained your vibration, you're gonna get a hell of a lot of stuff. I mean, with this Ace of Pentacles here, that's why I said you now have made the room for these miraculous things to happen. This is the highest manifestation card here. What you were manifesting is going to be big. The Jack of Diamonds, this is the Knight of Pentacles. And I know people say, well, that's not tarot and you can't read it like that, but hang tight here because my guides want me to read this the way they want me to read it. A letter. Jelly of the Month Club, right? This could even be literally for some of you. You were expecting a bonus or something and you're like, you may feel betrayed. Maybe you were supposed to get some severance, some pension, or oh, we're going to give you this money. Or maybe something happened with the stocks and you're like, shit, it's a Jelly of the Month Club letter. It's not the bonus check. That could be for literally for somebody. But this is Knight of Pentacles. This is slow and steady wins the race. This is also stubbornness. Some of you are being a little bit stubborn. God's telling you, you know what you need to do. You need to make healthier choices for your love and life. You know what God's been telling you. Trust your intuition. That's God speaking to you. And you're like, I'm stubborn. It could be you. It could be your person. It could be both of you. Some of you don't want to budge. Your person doesn't want to budge either. Something's got to give. Somebody's got to take the high road. Somebody's got to do what God is telling him to do. There's also, I'm hearing correspondence. Maybe you see the letter for something. Divorce papers. I heard it. Guys, if you got served divorce papers, know that there's a new beginning from this. Everything happens for a reason, okay? It's not the end of the world. We have 3 aces. We saw the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Wands is there, and we have the Ace of Pentacles. That's 3. Buckle down and get things done. Take care of your well-being and your health here. Stay committed to that. Diligence and determination. I'm going to work on myself. I'm going to put in the hard work. I am going to do this even if it takes me a long time, because you will get to the 10 of Cups. But it takes fucking hard work. This is not easy. You are going to come crashing down before you come back up. But trust me when I tell you, when you notice who you end up becoming because of that, I'm telling you, you're going to be an inspiration for people. It was only possible through God is what people are going to say about you. So, renewed faith, renewed hope. Get moving. It's going to take a while, but get moving and stop being stubborn. This is also for those of you, you're working too hard. Some of you have a tendency to work very, very hard, and then you expect, I'm going to get the promotion. I'm going to get this big bonus check because I have been putting in all this effort. I've been doing all these things above everybody else, whatever. And then you get the bonus check or you get the letter and you're like, what? That's for somebody here. You feel so betrayed by these people, by your boss or whomever. That's not fair. Is it? Is it? Capricorn? You worked your tail off to the point of depletion? Does that make sense to you? Here's the thing. This is going to trigger somebody. Well, I'm supposed to get my due diligence because I put in all the hard work. Don't working people get the paycheck. Because remember, he said that working for the company. What did he say? Oh my God, I've been watching this movie so many times I can't remember. Oh my God, this is embarrassing. Did he say 21 years with the company or 15? 17? I don't know, guys. It was more than 10 years. Clark's talking about this many years with the company and I get this, that, and he's all pissed off because he's working hard, right? He even worked up until right before Christmas. Right? He's pissed off. Now look, yes, there's something about being rewarded for hard work, but you know what? God's going to be rewarding you for the hard work. Some of you had overdid it at your jobs or overdid it with something, expecting some sort of result. But here's the thing. If you did this to the point of depletion, look what you just did. You lowered your energies to block your abundance from coming in. Could be a karmic lesson. Maybe some of you are trying to work very hard at a job because you're trying to validate something. You're trying to impress people. You're trying to make a point. What point did you just make, Capricorn? To the point where you've got no energy. Your health is tanking. What does that mean to you? There's Margot. All they care about is work and things and money. That may be for some of you, and that may be a little bit hard to hear, but I speak truth because the dark side's got to come out. Okay? You guys are paying your karma. You're getting your karma because some of you are working so much because you want money and things. You want people to think that you're wealthy, or you want people to think that you're high standard, or you have this big house and you have this, this, and this. This is going to be triggering for some of you, but this is the truth for some of you. There's something about karma here where you hit rock bottom. Because maybe you were too focused on status, money, possessions, looking like you're $1 million to other people. But when you are this on the inside, really, what does that really mean? Remember when I talked about peace? People ask for money, things, status. I said that. Nobody asks for peace. Nobody asks for true happiness, true love, really. They just want a relationship, not higher love. So with this 9 of spades, it's the 9 of swords. Look, we got the 9 and the 10. Sleepless nights. Stressed out to the max. It's beyond burnout, Capricorn. I know I still have this cough lingering, but my guides are telling me that somebody here has been sick for quite a bit, or you keep getting sick often. If you're not taking care of yourself. It's like, not only are your energies low, you can't sleep at night. It's like, I don't know, you're getting hit with all these things. You're getting hit hard with a lot. 9 of Swords. So distraught. You're in this mental prison that is taking over your entire body, your psyche, your emotional state, everything. There's the Squirrel card. This is the 9 of Swords. Could be dealing with an air sign boss, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, air sign somebody. We do have Gemini there. Or again, this is a teacher. Somebody who's gained a lot of wisdom from going through the hard knocks at life. I talked about that. Some of you have done that. You cut out the bullshit in your life and you said, you know, no more excuses. I'm going to get shit done. Buckle down and get shit done is the Knight of Pentacles here. It's time for you to get going. This is also some of you being overly critical with other people, with yourself. being very like a dictator almost, I'm hearing. Somebody who tries to control others, manipulate others through their words, through their actions. It's kind of like you say something to someone to manipulate them or to make them feel like shit or something like that, or somebody's doing that to you. It is just causing all types of destruction here. This is also you being your true authentic self, Capricorn. Integrity. See the humor in the situation. I'm hearing there's something comical about the situation that you need to look at, and you're probably thinking there's nothing funny about this. That's not what I'm saying. So the person, if this is the death thing, that's not for you. Remember to take what resonates, leave what doesn't. When I started to have things not go right in my life, I was like, okay, God, I see what's going on. And when God gave me that clarity, there was something there that I needed to see the humor of. That's what the Queen of Swords does. Okay? There's something about a surprise. You're looking through that tree, you're looking at, oh my God, I can't believe that's in there. I can't believe that's what I'm hearing. I can't believe that's what I'm seeing. Maybe this is your face because of what I've been channeling. Holy shit. This is resonating with me like no other. That could be your face. Oh my gosh, look, it's the... I love this, man. This is the 9 of Hearts. This is the 9 of Cups. There's selfishness here. Somebody around you only wants to make themselves happy. This is the one where he's sniffing the woman's underwear. Oh my God, I have to watch this movie after I do these readings. It's like, it's the best. I need to watch it like every day up until Christmas. But anyway, yeah. With Mary, right? This could be for somebody feeling betrayed, because I'm getting something about trust issues with a cheating, okay? That's what I'm picking up on with this. This is a reason why they told me to use this deck. I love how my guides tell me to pick whatever decks for the day, anyway, for the week. Anyway, so this could be cheating for somebody feeling betrayed, right? I want a divorce, whatever. Hey, you do what is right for you. If somebody continues to do this, this is not a divine marriage, period. Your divine counterpart, your kingdom spouse, will not do that to you, period. So if you're in this, afuera, a la calle, okay? So the 9 of Cups, somebody's being selfish. Somebody only wants to make themselves happy and they don't care about anybody else. It could be you. This is also materialism for some of you. That he's at the mall. Somebody has a tendency to overspend, okay? Going shopping. Maybe you're buying a lot of women's underwear. I don't know. I don't care. You know what I mean with the shopping. But there's something about shopping here. You're going to malls. You're going to places. And use shiny object syndrome. Thank you, Holy Spirit. I picked that up before when I talk about the money things looking like you're wealthy or something, like you're better, not you're better than other people, but looking like you're well-to-do, when it's what's inside that counts. There's shiny object syndrome. Ooh, that's a new thing. Ooh, I like this, I like that, I'm gonna buy it, I'm gonna get a new cell phone when your cell phone works, that type of thing. I gotta have the new thing. Keeping up with the Joneses, they had all this high-tech stuff. It was badass, but I mean, look, they were snobby people. They were all like Christmas tree, so cliche and shit like that. They didn't have like a true meaning of Christmas stuff, right? Again, that's for somebody here. It's something about posh energy. Somebody here with family coming over, you're worrying about the aesthetics here. I gotta have this couch. I gotta have these lamps. I gotta have this wall decoration. I gotta have the beds look like this. I have to have a house like, no. Nah, whoever's doing that, you're freaking you've outdone yourself. This is going to trigger somebody. You've lost the meaning of Christmas. I don't know what else to tell you. And I love you guys to death. I do. But look what I'm trying to teach you here. This is not working out whatever you are doing. Stop with the possession thing. Stop with the materialism here. if you're buying stuff for you and you're not putting money towards family things, like what's really important, the home, the bills, whatever, you really gotta change that. Somebody's stubborn, like, well, I like nice things and I work hard and I want to get what I want to get. You're stubborn because it's causing problems. It's just how it is. But you can work through this. Again, accountability. You're not a victim. Remember, understand the consequences of your actions. You gotta find what makes you happy. Yourself. The joy comes from within, Capricorn, not outside of yourself. It's not with things that you find in the mall. It's not with relationships. It's the things that light you up. It's the things that get you out of bed in the morning. Creativity, right? The arts, making stuff with your hands, like jewelry or handmade jewelry, or party planning or decorations in the home. Like I'm hearing interior design, music, whatever this is, you have a creative talent. Use it. That's what's gonna really get you revved up. It's why I get so revved up when I do these readings, because I'm so freaking passionate about what I do. I teach. Queen of Swords is here. Some of you here to teach lessons to people. Inspiration for somebody. But see, some of you, you're looking outside of yourself to make you happy. This is why some of you, this stuff is going on. You people pleasing, that's not going to bring you happiness. You being in a relationship when it's not like amazing and passionate and harmonious and super blissful, did you see? It didn't make you happy, did it? You got to make yourself happy. For those of you who are overcoming some crazy shit, you're getting wishes. Wishes are being fulfilled. Material and financial wealth are magically going to appear because you've manifested this. You maintain the high vibration. You found what is truly valuable to you, and that's your self-care. That's your happiness. You need to make you happy first. You got to do the things that you love. Okay? Oh my gosh. This is so funny because my guides, I laugh every time. Because I was like, let me try to cut some of this down. But my guides never let me do a short reading. They don't. Let me do a short reading, and I get it. All right, let's see what guidance we have for you guys. What guidance do we have for Capricorn? Holy Spirit, Archangels, please and thank you. Thank you for the wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Oh my God. 1, 2, 3, 4. Forest. It is, without question, a place of mystery, whispers of power you've forgotten. Let thy strength crawl from beneath the ground and remind you, dear child, you are magic. The Ace of Wands. Merriment. What joy, what glee beams from the sounds of voices, uplifting the webs of sorrow, glimmering as if no tomorrow. Something about singing here. It says something about singing. Ceremony. I call upon those heralds of winter, dimming light for better sight. Hear thy praise spilling from thy lips, a spell I'll cast for thy spirits in me. The unknown, see, fear the unknown. Think on it and you will stumble, for the heart is a ghost upon the unknown. Let it bleed into the depths, bearing nothing but desire. Bottom of the deck is the storm card. As within and so without, there are storms coming, a change without doubt. What did I say? It's winter's coming. Frickin' Game of Thrones. Oh, that reminds me of the Iron Throne, right? With all the swords in it. That might be a synchronicity for somebody. Staying calm through the storm. Some of you, things might get worse. A change without doubt. Some of you, this full moon in Gemini is going to disrupt something. Full moons are about endings, and because Mars is there in retrograde, it could be very fiery, like a fiery climax with that Aries energy, right? Because Mars rules Aries. There's some aggression, there's some, like, God forbid, there's violence. I don't want that, but that's what I just heard. Something could very escalate and it could get ugly, all right? Please be careful and make sure you don't jump into that hole with that person. You don't jump into the fire, okay? Oh, look, I turned right to merriment. Happiness following your soul. You never know what tomorrow holds. Our ancestors were very aware of day-to-day dangers. A hunting trip could go wrong, or a disease could wipe out an entire village. Perhaps that is why celebrations were such grand affairs. They were reminders to enjoy life when you could. What our ancestors didn't have are the opportunities we have today. It's never been easier to seek higher education, start your own business, or move away to a faraway place. I talked about moving with the Chariot card. Imagine what our ancestors would have done if so many paths to success and joy were available to them. This card guides you to act on the things that bring you joy. Start a business if that aligns with your soul, or switch careers. Sign up for vocal training or retire early to spend more time with your family. Merriment has come to you because your soul is yearning for more moments of happiness that you are not getting in your current position. Do what lights you up, what brings you joy. You need to find what fulfills you. It is not a relationship. It is not your job. It is not your parents. It's not your siblings. It's not Clark W. Griswold. Whatever. It's not physical. It's emotional fulfillment. Oh my God. What on earth, peoples? When I stop talking, I don't cough. Strength, patience, grounding. But there's somebody here who's very ill. It's time to dig deeper roots, find your sacred soul, and build a stronger foundation. Walk through any forest and you will see ancient trees reaching high into the sky. But they didn't start off this way. Delicate roots had to dig deep into the earth to prepare these massive trees to stand tall for years to come. Even harsh winters and brutal storms couldn't bring them down. There's a combination. Some of these cards apply to some of you, some of them don't. Trust your situation. Be honest with yourself. When I talked about the people where you hit some serious shit, everything fell apart, you stayed strong through the storm. That's what it says. Even the harsh winters and the brutal storms couldn't bring you down. Some of you, you've been able to overcome this. The others of you who are going through this right now, this is what you will be able to come out of. This too shall pass. The only way is up. And look what's after the storm card. It's family. See what I mean? There's some family stuff going on. Some of you need to spend more time with family. I just heard somebody needs to stop filling a void, escapism with the Seven of Cups, with shopping or something to pretend nothing's going on. You need to talk more to family. Spend time with whoever's around you. But make time for yourself too. First, Forest guides you to build a stronger foundation, to remember that success takes time. Be consistent in your efforts, gather your resources, plan and reflect. Your goal is not something that can be achieved overnight, but is on the path to success. The Forest card represents long-term planning, but also lasting power and influence. Pulling this card is a positive sign that you will be recognized for your efforts and commitment. Furthermore, continue with what works. There's no need to take risks at this time. That's the energy of the Knight of Pentacles I talked about. Success takes time. You will get there. Slow and steady wins race. You rush this, you'll make mistakes, you'll run into more obstacles. You'll have to pay off more karma. Rite of passage, direction, and intention. Ceremonies are rites of passage that mark the end of one way of being and the beginning of a new journey. We see them represented in birthdays, graduations, in the case of magic, a series of steps that direct energy towards your desired intention. To perform a ceremony is a pledge to transcend your former self so that you may become wiser and more powerful. You have pulled ceremony because you are ready to rise to a new level of being. Where you are now is much too small for where you're becoming. You are ready to expand and to start reaching for bigger goals. Do not be afraid of your power, for you are destined to do and have more extraordinary things. If you ever doubt yourself, know that you have earned your seat at this new table through the lessons, challenges, and hardships you have previously endured. You may wish to perform a ceremony of your own to cement your commitment to a new direction. So when it says, where you are now is much too small for who you're becoming. When I talked about moving, literally moving, okay, this is what I came to terms with. Everything had to fall apart when I was in Maryland because God said, Jess, where you are going is too small. Maryland is too small for what I'm manifesting, the Ace of Pentacles. Maryland is too small for what God is about to give me. And I'm saying this because this is exactly what will happen to you. So if some of you are being asked to literally move, there's no room anymore. The shitter is full, okay? Because you got to release something. And where you're at is not where your abundance is going to happen. It's not where your blessings are going to pour out. God's not going to just drop everything one after another in your lap because of the hard work you've done. And if you look at it, literally, Florida is way bigger than Maryland. Do you see my point? I honestly thought I was going to another bigger state, but apparently God brought me here first for whatever reason. It's a detour. Okay? So some of you, there's no room for anything to manifest anymore. You've done your time there. Some of you are being asked to literally move. We did get that comment here. That not comment, message. Look what I just turned to, self-care. That's not a coincidence. Even though the card didn't come out, my guides are like, look guys, it's what I said. Balance and priorities. There's too much imbalance in your life. Holy shit. I tell you, like, this never ceases to amaze me. Every time I do this, this is me. I can't believe the stuff that comes out of this, even though I've done this so many times. Potential, creativity, and risk. The unknown is wide open to you now. Pulling this card is a sign that your creative power and ability to manifest your dreams is growing. Take advantage of this unusual purity of support and abundance. Visualize all of your deepest desires and greatest wishes. Be the master of your canvas and paint the image of your dreams. Will you dare to entertain your biggest goals? The unknown requires you to be willing to take a risk. What you want cannot be achieved from a place of comfort or in doing what you already know. With significant risk comes great rewards, and the unknown says now is the time to take a leap of faith. Do not be afraid to fail. Even failure has values and lessons that will help you grow. Be bold and willing to go against conformity for the sake of freedom and divine alignment with your soul's purpose. Failure is right there. Do not be afraid of failure. God will always support you, but you've got to be trusting and having faith when taking those risks. What is that? Storm is 37. The squirrel coming out of the tree in the National Lampoon's Christmas movie. Where is that? Can I count? Yes, I can. Gathered energy, challenge, and change. There is a storm brewing on the horizon. It's headed straight for you. When this card appears in a reading, you can expect massive change, upheaval, or complete shock that throws you off your game. I talked about destruction with that Ten of Swords there. Such changes could be significant, like an unexpected divorce, losing a job, financial ruin, or loss of where you call home. Maybe all of the above. Ultimately, these changes will bring about something positive, although it may not seem that way at first. It may seem like the universe is determined to bring you down. This couldn't be further from the truth. The universe is only taking away the things that have been holding you back, giving you a false sense of security and shelter. When the storm clears, you will find clarity and the tools needed to rebuild, becoming stronger. Storm brings an ominous message, but there is also time to make the best of your situation. Storm guides you to hold on for the ride rather than trying to fight a losing battle. This is an opportunity to liberate yourself from the weight that keeps you stuck in one place. Additionally, storm tends to come along when you are on the cusp of a significant spiritual shift, the awakening, right there. Change for you could manifest inwardly through the destruction of limiting beliefs rather than something external. I just heard let go about those limiting beliefs about divorce. That somebody needs to hear that. Or even about financial ruin. Financial ruin doesn't really necessarily mean for somebody here that you're a failure. There's lessons to be learned here. But when you learn the lessons, and if this is something financial, God will bless you with what you've lost. He will restore more than what you have lost. Okay? But that's if you get back up. That's if you keep pushing forward. That's if you learn your lessons, because you will be tested. You will be tested. And that's test of outside world with the 7 of Wands that we got over here. Right? Yeah. Okay, guys, before I go to the extended, I'm going to leave you with what's going on with the full moon in Gemini that occurs on December 8th at 16 degrees Gemini. I believe it also will occur for those on the West Coast, if I'm not mistaken. It's late at night, okay? This is also going to be, oh, I forgot to pull the wellness test. This is part of your wellness message and what is happening for you with the full moon in Gemini. Make sure you look at 16 degrees of Gemini in your chart. That will tell you what's being affected. And look opposite. Okay. I just lost my train of thought. What? Thank you, Holy Spirit. First quarter moon in Virgo. Assess the situation. Hold on, guys. The opposite of Gemini is Sagittarius. Sorry, guys, I forgot. So also check where Sagittarius is in your chart. Oh, God. I just realized something. Assess the situation. First quarter moon in Aries. See, I told you about the Aries energy. Step into your power. They're both first quarter moons, guys. Oh, I was thinking full moon in Aries. Cool your emotions. I told you with this, the Mars conjuncting the moon in Gemini, we gotta watch ourselves, because something may blow up in your face, or you may blow up at somebody. There may be fights, there may be huge altercations here. There's something's happening where it could cause where somebody just says, I want a divorce, like straight out. Okay. So the full moon in Aries says at the bottom of the deck, are you in the middle of an argument, or perhaps in the mood to pick an argument? Or are you being overly forward? This is a time of heated emotions and frayed tempers, because emotions are going to run very high during the full moon in Gemini, okay? So be careful. If you're surrounding yourself with people who are very temperamental, be careful. Those with very strong masculine energies, this could really set something off. Especially if they have Mars in Gemini, I'm being told. Because Mars is in Gemini and it's retro. Somebody could very well get so heated they may turn to violence. Please be very careful with this. All right? Anger is better than despair, because anger spurs us on to do something, but you may get better results if you master your emotions. Certainly avoid stirring the pot, or it could boil over. Cooling your emotions and being the peacemaker means you'll attract a more peaceful outcome. Seek a balance between you, and me. There's the balance again. There's no point in pretending that you don't have intense feelings, as this blocks your manifesting powers. You need to work through your feelings by thinking of the people involved or forgiving yourself. Okay? This is you can do these manifesting rituals for releasing fiery feelings to make sure you don't get all heated up and you lose your shit and then it destroys everything in the home. It's like a destructive path. Add Angelica essential oil to your diffuser. Find a comfortable seated position and gently close your eyes. Call in Athena, the warrior goddess, to give you the courage you need to work through your emotions. Ask Athena to surround you with her energy so that you can transmute anger into healthy anger and even love, including in dramas with others. Your manifestation affirmation is, out of this, Only good will come. The only way is up. Maybe I'll put that as the title. Out of this, out of hitting rock bottom, only good will come. Because I said the only way is up. Watch this, please. Emotions are going to be running high with the full moon in Gemini because it's conjuncting Mars. They're incredibly close. The full moon deals with emotions. Gemini is communication. Okay, it's the thoughts. It could be distorted. It could lead to like something that you say that you cannot take back. So watch it and watch those who get super heated. Okay, they could be in Aries, or they have strong Aries in their chart that's poorly aspected or something like that. Be very careful with that. Okay, we have Aries again. Be very careful. And if somebody is losing their shit, guys, like losing their temper, don't fight fire with fire. Don't get burned by that. You've got to like take the high road, or just like, you know, you can say something but come from a place of love, and you don't have to be in that energy. Stop, breathe, and take stock. Perhaps you've taken on too much. Now is the time to be reliable and practical. Laziness is your enemy. Also, don't be too influenced by the crowd and what they're saying. Do you still want what you used to want, and as much? If so, are you really doing what needs to be done to make your dreams real? Express how you feel, but do it without too much self-criticism or criticism of others. Make an honest inventory about where you could do more to manifest your dreams. The energies at play here are a mix of flirtatious and shy, inquiring and hesitant. You need to work them in your favor. This card asks you to be mentally flexible. Whatever challenges you face, your current situation is unlikely to be at a total impasse. So when it talks about tuning into your manifestation powers, it says the throat chakra helps you to express yourself, your desires, and whether you need more time to think about something. It's located at the base of the throat and is a beautiful sky blue color. And I talked about with the Gemini energy, that's communication, right? Gemini rules the throat. Visualize a column of the purest sky blue light pouring down over you as you hold the card to the base of your throat and call on the energies with these words. Energies of the first quarter moon in Virgo, thank you for helping me towards clarity and confidence. Now we have the first quarter moon in Aries. Something is holding you back from racing towards your next goal. Achieving anything is nearly always part inspiration, part hard work. Believe that you can create whatever you want. Be you. Take action and be smart, but also be bold. Don't allow inhibitions or others' restrictions to hold you back. Be systematic, but also allow yourself to get excited about what you want. If someone seems to be working against you now, deal with your emotions as calmly as you can. This card represents a mix of having the courage to chase your goals, no matter what anyone else says. That is important, Capricorn, while still planning and being strategic. Whatever you're doing right now, remember that as well as passion, you need a plan. That's the way to overcome any obstacles. So this is going to help you with tuning into your manifestation powers with this first quarter moon in Aries. The solar plexus chakra is where you store your courage and confidence to seek out the life you're dreaming of. It's found a little above your navel and is bright yellow in color. So call in the energies with these words for this. Energies of the first quarter moon in Aries, thank you for giving me confidence I need to chase my dreams. I am going to pull some wellness dice for you. What wellness tips do we have for Capricorn with this full moon in Gemini, Holy Spirit? Drink more water. Go fill those big jugs up, guys, and close them out at the end of the day. Go outside. Didn't I say something about going to the beach, going hiking? Can you guys see that? Dagnammit. There we go. Sweet. Look, this is the first time I've used these. I found these today at the day I'm recording this. I'm so freaking excited about this shit. It's not even funny. Get more sleep, guys. This is the mask with the Z's on it. It's probably not going to do it because it's a darker color dye. you guys can see that, okay? Daydream for 10 minutes. When you're done watching this, if you're not going to the extended, go daydream for 10 minutes. Stop what you're doing and just think about the life you want to have. We have ring a friend. Call somebody up. There's something about communication. Say, hey, how's it going? Let's have, let's go out. Let's go outside. Let's go for a drink. Let's go to the beach. Let's go drink some water. That sounds silly. You know what I mean. Call them up. So, okay, I just heard something. The person who's going for it, you're coming out of some very dark times here. Maybe some sort of family issues, or you're overcoming a divorce that you've already went through, and you didn't want to marry again. You didn't want to fall in love again, all this other stuff, but something changed. You've gone through that storm of being betrayed. Maybe somebody cheated on you, right? Or, that's what I'm saying. Or your person. That happened to your person. And this person's now like having this full moon in Gemini, the Mars in conjuncting the moon here. It's going to really rev somebody up here. It could very well have Mars in Gemini, who's just going to take action. They're like, I'm going for this. I want this new beginning. I'm not going to get caught up in what happened in the past with this divorce. This is for somebody specific, for somebody's person is what I'm getting. So somebody, I don't know, wants to sing to them. Stop procrastinating. Stop dealing with trust issues, because maybe this person didn't want to be with you before because they thought you were going to betray them. They thought you were going to cheat on them because of what happened in the previous marriage. But this person is realizing you're their divine counterpart. You may be the Gemini, or when you're watching the cross-watching for Capricorn, or it doesn't matter, but something with Gemini energy here. And again, it's a Gemini full moon, and I'm getting, because it's right next to each other. Somebody's releasing the anxiety and the pain and the suffering from this divorce or this betrayal, whatever this is. Seeing things clearly, things coming to light. They can't be in hiding anymore. They're not afraid of the unknown. We have the unknown card right here. So this person's like, I got to take action. And I need to cool down. I can't let this get the best of me. I got to find balance. I got to find peace. So there's somebody here, and I'm saying this because ring a friend. There's something about somebody doesn't want to just text a person or just send an email. They're actually going to like really have courage and confidence to take action with that Ace of Wands here, to stop procrastinating and say, you know what, I'm going to call up my counterpart. I'm going to say, hey, how's it going? You want to get a drink. And yes, it says drink water, but I getting drink. Maybe you would go out for drinks or just hang out or something like that. I don't know. You want to go outside and have a talk. All right. So the other thing was we have fork, knife, and spoon. So could be ringing a friend. Let's go out to eat. Let's go have lunch. Let's go do something. Let's go hang out. See, because that's part of self-care, guys. When you go spend time with friends and you have fun with them, hey, let's go have lunch, man. Let's go to the beach. Let's go hiking. Let's go take a walk somewhere. This is also talking about watching what you eat, eating healthier with this, okay? Wow. I talked about, I'm just blown away, and they're freaking dice. I've never used dice in my readings before, but these are freaking fun. Oh my God. Oh my God, see how much fun I'm having in these things? All right, guys, so for those of you who aren't going to the extended, this is where I leave you. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you are going to the extended, we're going to talk about what's blocking you, okay? What you really need to do to get over this Ten of Swords, all right? There's a lot more stuff that is I'm feeling that we're not done yet, all right? We're also going to look into how your person is feeling about you, what they're about to do. We're going to get some messages from them, okay? So this turned to be out way longer than I thought, but this needed to be said, okay? Please watch this in its entirety, but if you're here, you've watched it in its entirety. And now I'm going to do the extended, okay, guys? But again, with the personal readings, please check out my Capella service suite. The link is in the description box below. I can very well be you know, your mentor, your teacher, your healer to help you with this stuff, okay? Because I've been through some serious shit. So I am here to help you get through this, all right? Don't hesitate. Do not feel like a failure. Do not feel shameful if you decide to work with me. I'm saying this in all confidence and out of unconditional love. So check out my service sheet with all the different readings that I offer. I do offer counterpart readings, okay, including the letters from your person that I'm starting to do on my YouTube channel again. So I do coaching for the counterparts as well, if you didn't already know. If you want some additional guidance on a daily basis, I do at least 4 videos a week for daily guidance to supplement these readings. I give you more wellness tips for the day, okay? You get to see these in the morning if you watch these in the morning, because I record them the day before. You also get to be part of the wellness challenges that I do per week. This is also going to help with your wellness, because this is also about wellness, guys. Spiritual growth ties into wellness and well-being. So this is important for me, right? Again, like I say, why I'm Capella Wellness and I'm not Capella Tarot. All right? So you can join in on, subscribe to a membership. You get a 14-day free trial. Go ahead and try it out. If you feel that you want any of the other tiers that don't have the free trials, then go ahead and do that. Remember, take a risk, take the leap of faith. You're going to get a lot of insight and awareness, a lot of beneficial guidance, okay? It's insightful, it's inspirational. Some of you are really going to need some more support, because for some of you, you may be getting poor guidance from other places, other channels, I don't know, that's what I'm getting. Or maybe if you already have a membership, you want to upgrade it. Go ahead and do that, all right? I do have a subscription to just the extended videos, and some of my memberships do include the extended readings, okay? If you do the math, it's a great value that I incorporated into some of the other memberships. They're the plus memberships. You will see the plus sign next to the name of the tier. So you can benefit greatly from that as well, all right? So if you have any questions about my memberships, about my services at all, about anything in general, please do not hesitate to reach out to me. All right, Capricorn, that concludes your reading. Thank you so very much for watching this video, for subscribing to this channel if you haven't already, and for illuminating that thumbs up. I know, greatly appreciate it. I wish you the best today. Always, I send you so much love, and I hope I illuminated your well-being today. Again, this is Jess from Capella Wellness, starring out.